In the labyrinthine corridors of contemporary digital discourse, Hasanabi, a paragon of progressive rhetoric, has often found himself at odds with the ebb and flow of viewership tides. Recently, he elucidated on the phenomenon of losing viewers due to the influential gravitational pull exerted by YouTubers Abba and Preach.
Liking to you, but then he started watching Abba and Preach, and all of a sudden he feels like you tried too hard to be righteous. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people I think personally will have like some confusion on issues like transphobia or, being trans in general. And if the normative position is that like people are transphobic but don't want to think about it too much, and someone is like causing them to think about it, all of a sudden they're in this unique predicament where they're like, do I re-examine the way I see the world? If the person talking to them is charismatic, confident, that might be able to break through their previous social conditioning. But if someone can just stand on, I'm the reasonable party here, I'm the actual charismatic party here, don't listen to this guy, he's just talking out of his ass, and break through the commentary that way without actually addressing the issues that I'm mentioning, for example, or by directly going in the enlightened centrist basically is a very successful form of this grift. It's always going to be easier to go back to commentary that gives you a sense of comfort, like gives you a sense of security, a sense of comfort that like the way you understand the world is actually good. You know what I mean? Don't be everyone telling you that the way you analyze the world is wrong is actually the wrong ones, and they're being sanctimonious pricks standing on a soapbox and saying these things because of some other underlying reason, right? There has to be a different reason. They're just like that these guys are taking these positions, and I think that's like enlightened centrist ass content creators that take like left-wing positions on certain issues and like incredibly reactionary positions on others do a pretty good job of just like pulling people out of that and then bringing them back to the comforts of reactionary opinions. Ultimately, though, history will absolve me. Like I said, I think it stems mostly from people being very cynical and seeing the world through this transactional lens and assuming if someone else is like advocating for things that make them uncomfortable, they must have a secondary reason. Maybe they have audience capture where they have just locked themselves into this like woke mind virus position, and now they can't escape it. They can't be honest about their true opinions that reflect their opinions, right? It must be for monetary reasons. They must be grifting. I think it's just a demonstration of their own personal framework. A lot of people do this. People do this in this community. When I tell them to be chill, when I tell them to be normal, people will immediately go, oh, you must be like defending your friend. You must not be advocating for the same principles that you're advocating for on this issue as well. There must be a cynical secondary reason why he's telling me this. Everybody does that. It is what it is.
This exodus, he opines, is not merely a matter of differing content preferences but a profound reflection of the psychological comfort zones that viewers seek in their media consumption. To embark on this analytical journey, one must first grasp the intricate web of socio-political dynamics at play. Hasanabi, with his staunch progressive stance, often confronts societal issues head-on, challenging entrenched norms and advocating for marginalized communities. This forthright approach, while commendable, can engender discomfort among viewers who are ensnared in their preconceived notions and latent prejudices. Enter Abba and Preach, whose commentary straddles a spectrum that offers a semblance of rationality cloaked in centrist rhetoric, thereby providing a refuge for those unsettled by Hasanabi's unabashed progressivism. The allure of Abba and Preach lies in their adept manipulation of what can be termed as the enlightened centrist paradigm. They adopt ostensibly balanced positions, which, on the surface, appear reasoned and impartial. This veneer of moderation serves to assuage the cognitive dissonance experienced by viewers who are uncomfortable with the radical re-examination of their worldviews. By presenting themselves as the voice of reason, they deftly circumvent the core issues raised by Hasanabi, instead offering a comforting validation of existing biases. Hasanabi contends that this form of content creates a cyclical reinforcement of reactionary opinions. Viewers, discomfited by the progressive critique of societal norms, find solace in commentary that reaffirms their established perspectives. This psychological comfort is paramount, as it allows individuals to maintain their worldview without the arduous task of self-reflection and change. In essence, it is a retreat to the familiar, a resistance to the unsettling waves of progressive thought. The potency of this dynamic is further amplified by the charismatic delivery of these content creators. Charisma, coupled with confidence, acts as a powerful agent in breaking through viewers' social conditioning. When presented with a choice between confronting uncomfortable truths and retreating to a space of perceived rationality, many opt for the latter. This choice is not merely a matter of intellectual laziness but a fundamental aspect of human nature, seeking comfort in the familiar and avoiding cognitive dissonance. Hasanabi's critique extends to the inherent cynicism that pervades such content. He posits that viewers, conditioned to view the world through a transactional lens, project this cynicism onto content creators. They assume that any advocacy for progressive values must be underpinned by ulterior motives, be it audience capture or financial gain. This projection, Hasanabi argues, is a reflection of their own worldview, wherein sincerity and genuine advocacy are eschewed in favor of cynical skepticism. This projection is not confined to external content creators but is also directed towards Hasanabi himself. When he advocates for principles or advises restraint, his viewers often ascribe cynical motives to his actions. This pervasive cynicism, he suggests, is a societal malaise that extends beyond the digital sphere, indicative of a broader mistrust in authenticity and genuine intent. In the maelstrom of online discourse, Hasanabi's struggle is emblematic of a larger ideological battle. It is a contest between the discomfort of progressive transformation and the comforting stasis of reactionary reaffirmation. While Abba and Preach may offer a sanctuary for the uncertain, Hasanabi's mission is to persist in the face of this resistance, confident that history will ultimately vindicate his stance. This ideological tug-of-war underscores a critical aspect of human psychology, the innate desire for comfort and the aversion to change. The comfort offered by centrist rhetoric acts as a buffer against the unsettling implications of progressive thought. Yet, it is precisely this discomfort that is necessary for societal progress. Hasanabi's unwavering commitment to his principles, despite the exodus of viewers, is a testament to his dedication to genuine advocacy. The phenomenon of losing viewers to seemingly moderate content creators is thus not a simple matter of content preference. It is a complex interplay of psychological comfort, charismatic delivery, and cynical projection. In this intricate dance, Hasanabi remains steadfast, undeterred by the vicissitudes of viewership metrics, driven by a conviction that transcends the ephemeral allure of digital popularity. Ultimately, Hasanabi's experience serves as a microcosm of the broader struggle faced by progressive advocates. It highlights the challenges of confronting entrenched biases, the seductive allure of charismatic moderation, and the pervasive cynicism that undermines genuine advocacy. Yet, in the face of these challenges, the quest for a more equitable and just society must persist, guided by the belief that the arc of history, though long, bends towards justice.